Nau mai, hara mai, hello and welcome to the Stockyard Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre here in Pouakai. It is the start of round 2 of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Great to have your company. The Northern Kahu about to do battle with the Mainland Pouakai. Justin Nelson with you. Sitting right alongside me is Kason Bookman. And gee, if round 2 is anything like round 1, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. Round 1 was so exciting. Some great basketball showcasing all the talent, and not all the talent was even in town. So, and now as the influx of players are coming in, we're going to see the level increase even more.
Not too far away from a start to tonight's Rapid League game. These teams are starting to get their head around this new innovation. This is the way the Tauihi ladder looks after the opening week of play. Southern Hoiho, what a start for them, up on top. Now, the way the ladder works, you get 3 points for a win in in Tauihi, and 1 point for Rapid League. So if you look at the Hoiho, played 2 games, got 2 wins in Tauihi, that gives them 6 points. And then if you go all the way along, you'll see Rapid W plus the 1 Rapid League win. Of course, they defeated Kahu in Rapid League. That gives them 7 points. What a dream start.
No, honestly, they have shocked everyone. They started the season at the bottom of the ladder. I mean, they ended the season last year at the bottom, and they've come out and made a statement at the beginning of this season.
Great opening week, wasn't it, for the Hoiho? There's the Pouakai getting their last-minute instructions. Starters tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League for the Pouakai: Olivia O'Neill, Maddie Morrow, Kavanagh Lene, Kendall Hedemaya. Great to have her back in the competition, making her season debut tonight. And also Karere Atua Williams will be starting. She actually scored 9 points in the Tauihi game last week against the Phi, so keep an eye on her. They're the starters for the Pouakai. Let's have a look at the Kahu starters, and this is a team overall that will look a lot stronger in Tauihi tonight. More on that a little bit later on. Starters for the Kahu in this Rapid League game: Jason Tinney, Ritoria Tamilo, Ashley Udaseke, Rihanna Rangi Brown, and also Eliana Tuaiti. So they are the starters about to take the court for this Rapid League game. The TAB head-to-head, and we're just starting to work everything out now, who's who in the zoo and what they're doing on the court. What we know is the Pouakai Rapid League team shot very, very well last week.
I mean, I like the strategy. They kind of stacked up the Rapid League, I think, trying to ensure that 1 point, which I love that strategy. Put the better players in there. It doesn't matter if they start the game. You can just sub them in straight away. So. Yep. Especially with people like Hippolyte and Olivia O'Neill, they're Energizer bunnies. They could play 80 minutes straight. You know, they're never going to get tired. So the fact that they were able to play and contribute so much in that Rapid League game was massive.
Well, they've changed it up again tonight. Obviously, Lauren Hippolyte and also Ezra McGoldrick played big minutes last week. Did it impact on them through the game? That's for others to pick apart, but of course they did lose the Tauihi game. All the stats, of course, proudly brought to you by the TAB, our coin officials for this game. It's another big night of basketball here in New Zealand. Sharon Martin, Regan Ashley, and Danielle Cooge are the coin officials. In fact, it's a massive week of hoops here in New Zealand because, of course, we've got Rapid League and Tauihi tonight, and then tomorrow night at Trust Arena for 4 nights straight. It is the final 6 for the Sal's NBL. Can you believe we are already at playoff stage?
It has gone incredibly fast, but it has been an exciting game of basketball in the Sal's NBL. Obviously, the top team that was dominating for the longest time has recently lost 2 games. So at this stage, it seems like it's anybody's game.
What we do know for the final 6 in the Sal's NBL, the Auckland Tuatara and the Otago Nuggets, they sit and wait for semi-final action on Friday night and Saturday night, respectively. Tomorrow night, it's all about the eliminators. Rams against the Hawks, Bulls against the Saints. Both of those games back-to-back at Trust Arena. 1 ticket gets you in to see both. So you're going to get to see 4 of the very best teams this season on one night. 2 will go on, 2 will go home. And let's not forget, on Sunday at Trust Arena, before the Sal's NBL Grand Final, this team right here, the Kahu, are back in action, taking on the Tokomanawa Queens in a replay of last year's grand final.
That is going to be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. I'm actually calling that one, so I'm super excited to be there and to see the final of the Sal's NBL. It's just been an amazing, amazing season of basketball so far.
You can see Ashley Uzadeki right there in the middle of the Kahu huddle. Of course, prior to last May, Ashley Kelman-Poto, who has recently returned from giving birth to her second child. So congratulations to Ashley and family. And she's one of the most experienced players about to take the court. It's not just about the young up-and-coming players. It's about some experienced players returning, of course. And look out for Ash tonight. She will be a player to watch in this Sky Broadband Rapid League game. We are underway, and there she is straight away getting the feed through to Rangi Brown. But how about the block from Kendall Heremaya?
Unbelievable block. Actually, I think it was Kavana.
Oh, Lena, it was too.
Yeah.
You're right. Ball in. Here's Uzadeke. Goes down to Tamilo. Turns back to the basket. Over the top. Can't score. And now the Pouakai with their first possession of the game. Olivia O'Neill.
I mean, that was a great pass in to Victoria. You've got to use her length. When you see her live, she's a lot longer than you think.
O'Neill gets the drop. Opening points for the Pouakai. 4x4 minute quarters in the Rapid League. Here's Jason Tinney. Gives it up to Rangi Brown. Uzadeki now. Ends up with Rangi again. Goes for the deep three. Can't get that to drop. Battle. Good work by Tauihi. But has fouled, has she?
No, she was fouled by Williams. Great hustle by Eliana. That's what she does. She's got the world's softest hands, both on offense and then on defense. She's a scrapper. She will stay on that play and not make it easy for you. Awesome job.
I don't think the Kahu realised at first that it was their possession out of that.
I'm not sure anybody did because Eliana was the first one to fall.
Tinney with a deep shot. That's Jason Tinney, of course. Keely Tinney also in this team. Here come the Pouakai. Fantastic transition. And it ends up with Kavanagh Lene adding another two.
That was just beautiful basketball there. Way to share the ball. And a great, unfortunate turnover there by Eliana.
And Lene involved in everything at the moment with the steal. Morrow goes inside, looking for Heremaya. Can't convert. Here's Rangi on the move, surrounded by Red. Gets a shot up. Oh, she's called for the travel.
I thought for sure she kept that pivot foot, but I'd like to see a replay. It was a good drive, smart heads-up play. Just got to keep that foot down.
So early going here. Wednesday night hoops in the Rapid League on the drive. Williams lost it. Ends up now with Morrow. Brings it back out to O'Neill. Plenty of experience. Olivia O'Neill. Shot clock counting down into the corner. Morrow for three. Tamilo reaching up, pulls down a rebound.
It's a great rebound by Victoria, using her size and length. But again, another great offensive possession from the Pouakai, but an even better possession from the Kahu. And again, showing her experience as Ash underneath.
Udaseke with the turnaround jumper, answering Kavanagh Lene, making her full debut tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And she's certainly a star of the future, having just been to the NBA Academy a couple of weeks ago. Big, big future for Kavanagh Lene.
Absolutely. You saw her go coast to coast on that last play. It was so easy. And then Jason Tinney for the three. Just a little bit strong on that one.
Had a few looks early. Getting busy. Tauihi now to Milo. Block. Tries to grab it back. And the Pouakai just settling at the moment. O'Neill, fantastic pass. What a look that was to Kerere Atua Williams. And I think we've got a Sky City player timeout called very early in this one. Pouakai lead it by 6, and it is a Sky City player timeout. Don't forget, QR code on screen. You know the drill by now. Scan away all the community, school and sporting groups. You can pick up some tickets to a Tauihi Rapid League game right throughout this season with thanks to Sky City. Ticket to the big game and proud partners of the player timeout, which
was taken a little bit early.
Very, very early. Each team gets one per half, of course, and we always love to see the strategy that comes out of the Sky City player timeout.
Oh, absolutely. I think it was a chance for the Kahu to just regroup as they look a little bit nervous. They haven't really got much going on offense, except for that right there. A great rebound by Ritoria, just can't get the finish.
Picks up a couple of rebounds. Udaseki with the little jumper, ends up with Tamello. She puts it away off the glass.
There's the easy finish she wants. Being that size and length, you're going to have little pesky guards under your foot all the time.
Williams with the long look. They get it back, though. The Pouakai, proudly sponsored this season by Sal's, extending their partnerships all over basketball here in New Zealand. Speaking of sponsors, the Kahu recently signing a naming rights deal with the Bank of New Zealand. So fantastic to see new sponsors coming into basketball.
Well, it's just showing how much the league is growing and how businesses want to support women's sport. Because the women's basketball game is growing so much. As you see here, we've got the Rapid League, the world's first, which is an incredible opportunity. Oh, and a great drive by Lauren Whitaker. She is just, look at her. She is an absolute unit.
Also making her full debut at this level, Rapid League and Tauihi. Of course, younger sister of Charlotte.
I'm not sure on that one.
Misses the first from the TAB. 13.4 seconds to play in this opening quarter. It is quick fire stuff in the Rapid League. 4x4 minute quarters. Pouakai lead by 5. Of course, they're coming into this game after a 39-18 win in Rapid League against the Phi. Answering. Good basket. Tinny puts it away from the corner. Dying seconds. Long shot on the buzzer, won't go down. So quarter time, 9-7. Don't worry too much about the score. It keeps ticking over very, very quickly. The average score from Rapid League games in round 1 was 57 points per game.
Wow. And that's in such a short amount of time. Only 4-minute quarters. And it goes by quick. Sitting here watching this game, it blew by. I didn't even realize we were done with the first quarter, and just like that, we're going to be starting the second quarter. So again, it's rapid action, not many breaks, and you can kind of see from the players out there, I think might have been why the Kahu took that early timeout to try to catch their breath, get calm, and collect themselves and get themselves back into this game, which it worked out well because now they're within 2.
One of the big stats out of week 1 of Rapid League, there were 16 players across the 3 Tauihi games who didn't get on the court, which isn't uncommon. I mean, that's what we're used to. 2 or 3 players in each team sitting down the end of the bench, not getting any time on the court.
Yep.
Those same 16 players averaged 11.5 minutes each in the Rapid League.
Which is incredible because you sign up to play basketball and you want to play, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about playing in the game. And the fact that this Rapid League has been introduced is just an awesome opportunity for those players who might not see much court time in the Tauihi League, but it's another opportunity to develop these younger players who are coming up through the system, who are looking really good at the moment.
Second quarter underway. Hadamaya inside for Whitaker on the turnaround. Good finish.
Speaking of, look out for this girl because she is going to be a problem for many years to come.
St Andrews College student, year 13, Lauren Whitaker, MVP at the 2021 Under-17 Nationals, and then backed it up with MVP at the 2023 Under-19 Nationals. That's how good she is. One of the best young players in the country. Kendall Hadamaya adds another 2.
And talk about a great player in the country, Kendall Hadamaya. She's a phenomenal 3-on-3 player, and great shot by Rihanna there. Just back to Kendall. She played overseas, and she's just an all-around great player. Really difficult to guard, so.
Has been in Australia, played 9 games with the Phi last season, Kendall Hadamaya. Played 145 games at Fordham University. In terms of total games played at NCAA level, second only to Tegan Graham, who of course has joined the Tokomanawa Queen. She played 153 games in the States. Quite amazing.
Fifth
Here's
year.
Whitaker. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great defense by Asia.
And now the Kahu will come forward, down by 4, second quarter underway in tonight's Rapid League game. GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi coming up a little bit later on, and some big ins for the Kahu tonight. O'Neill got the initial block, receives from Whitaker now, quickly up the floor, wants to get going, chipping in to Aeti. Great play, pushing it forward, and on the finish, Rihanna Rangi.
That's just a way to stick with that play again. Eliana showing her skills and her strength on defense and her vision up the floor.
We'll get that scoreboard fixed up on the screen for you. It's 13-11 at the moment. And now the Pouakai inside. Whitaker, well taken. Too long in the key, though. Coin official, Sharon Martin was just sitting there waiting for that.
Yeah, he was. I mean, she was camping in there for quite a while, and that's just props to Asia Anderson. She is phenomenal on D. She's such a solid player. Another unsung hero that you don't hear much about, but boy, can she play.
Spent 4 years in France, Asia Anderson, product out of Hamilton Girls High School, the 26-year-old. Udaseki inside, off the glass, banks it in for 2, and we are tied up.
That's a great find and a great finish from the veteran.
Turning the corner, O'Neill sends it into the corner for Williams, drains the triple.
I mean, the offense is just going through O'Neill at the moment. Her eyes are always up, looking for that play, and she sees the floor extremely well.
Udaseki into the corner for Tini, can't convert. Pouakai quickly up the floor. Hedda Meyer tries to scoop it in off the right. May have got it back. She has. Resets with a chance. Lene for 3.
We love those second chance threes. What a great job sticking with that play and finding the player at the top of the key. A beautiful stroke.
And what do we say about the scoreboard? Starts ticking over very quickly.
Very quickly.
Tini on the drive.
What a finish.
Somehow put that in.
Oh my God, Keeley. Oh, not Keeley. Jason Tini. What a finish.
4-point margin. O'Neill's been busy. Sends it out to the corner with a chance. Kevin Arlena again. Long look. Udaseki rebound. Here they come, the Kahu flying down the court. Jason Tini on the drive. Copped one knock. Tries to step around. Does! And nearly puts it down.
That would have been an incredible play. But both teams just pushing the floor so well at the moment. They are playing with some pace.
Well, it's living up to its name, isn't it, the Rapid League? Up and down stuff. Udaseki with the miss, gets after her own rebound, battles with Hedda Meyer, reaches in and fouls.
That's probably a good thing to slow the pace at the moment. Both teams streaking up and down the floor. As again, you see here, Ash staying with her own shot, just that tempting foul that you don't want to commit, but it always happens.
It's that cookie jar with the lid halfway open, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Heading down towards half-time. Whitaker inside again is fouled, and she'll head to the TAB line. Now, we were talking earlier about the Kahu and some big ins tonight for Tauihi. I can tell you that Crystal Ledger-Walker will be playing, and so too Penina Davidson. So 2 massive ins for the Northern Kahu tonight. Well,
it's a completely different dynamic to the team that they had last week. You've got the experience, the veteran experience of those 2 players, tall, firm players, and experience overseas. So look to see a completely different Kahu team tonight.
Junior tall firm, Lauren Whitaker converts the second from the TAB. 20 seconds to play in this opening half. Remember, the Kahu still have their Sky City player timeout. Here's Anderson. Tini, Udaseki with the screen. Tini, deep 2, off to the left. Rebound, O'Neill. In fact,
is that a...
It's a Sky City player timeout. I may have got it wrong. I think it's the other way. The Pouakai still had their Sky City player timeout remaining, so Olivia O'Neill was straight onto that with 6.5 seconds. The beauty of the timeout is they advance the ball.
And that's a huge advantage, especially if you get the possession underneath the basket. You don't even have to work that hard. You just call a timeout and boom, you're up on offense.
Well, we saw this innovation for the first time in Tauihi this season, last season I should say. It's now in the Sal's NBL as well. We'll talk more about it in a moment. Ball comes in, shot clock And game clock down to 5 on the drive. Unlucky. Kavanagh, Leonard, Hedemeier won't get that up in time. And at half-time, quick fire stuff in the Rapid League tonight. The Mainland Pouakai lead the Northern Kahu 20-15.
What a game it has been. Both teams got going later in the second quarter, and they were just going up and down, fast pace. And you'll see here that the Tinnies did a great job. Jason Tinney pulling off some three-pointers and nailing some shots from deep. But it's all about the Pouakai offense at the moment through Olivia O'Neill. She's just bobbing and weaving through the defense, finding her players open and getting her teammates some really nice looks.
The #1 combo deal at Sells is a super special this week. How good is this? The Sells NBL Steel combo, just $25. That is amazing value. It's making me hungry. Pick up only. The online code is playoffs, and of course it is the Sells NBL playoffs this week. That all tips off tomorrow night. That's available right through until next Wednesday.
They saved the best deal.
It's the #1 selling combo in the country.
I've got to get it now. I keep saying I'm gonna use the coupon every week, and I end up forgetting the coupon code, but that's the one.
Well,
I've got to get it.
You can't forget playoffs,
no,
surely.
You can't.
Getting back to the Sky City player timeout, as I was saying, came into Tauihi last season, new innovation, great success, came into the NBL this season. We've seen so many close finishes, exciting finishes off the back of using the Sky City player timeout. How do you find the innovation?
I think it's so great. I think it adds a different element that if you're not a heads-up player, you're going to regret after the first or second half. But if you're onto it and you realize you still have Sky City player timeout to use, then it's a huge advantage to your team. And I think the introduction of it is something I think should stay forever.
I'll tell you who loves it. The players.
Oh, yeah.
Because they get to take charge.
Exactly. And they get to set up their own play. And I'm sure the coaches have some sort of input as to what they should run in the last bit. But hey, at the end of the day, it is a Sky City player timeout for a reason. So they are the ones that make the call. They are the boss.
Second half underway in tonight's Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Pouakai lead it by 5. Exciting stuff in the opening half, as Udaseke gets us started with a triple, just what the doctor ordered.
I love to see that from Ash. She's such a versatile player, and she's a mom of 2. Like, how? Yeah. How is she in better shape than most of us?
31-year-old, the better half of the Kelman Porto double. No disrespect to you, Dom.
The Dominator. I do love Dom.
You'll be watching on, so he might actually come down tonight. He usually gets along and watches Ash in action. Hedemeier with the deep miss. Whitaker back to Kendall Hedemeier. Little jumper inside off the back of the iron.
Hey, that was a great offensive rebound by Lauren Whitaker. If you're playing against her, just a costly turnover there, but if you're playing against Lauren, she's young, she's active, she's going to be fresh. You have to get a body on her and not allow her to get that rebound. And a great block there by Keely Tinney, and Rihanna drew the foul. Now she'll be at the TAB.
Excellent work on the inbound by Tinney, getting this opportunity for the Kahu. TAB shooting at the moment on the stat sheet. Kahu going at 34%. Pouakai at 42%.
Not ideal numbers.
Second one going down for Rihanna Rangi. 7 points for her last week for the Kahu. They lost their opening Rapid League game. Went down to the Hoiho 33-20. The Pouakai, of course, won their opening game. Turnover. Udaseke hands it off. Tinney of the Jason variety brings it down to Rangi. Almost tempted to shoot. Elects to go inside on the turnaround. Udaseke can't complete. And now here come the Pouakai. Williams.
Oh, great D.
Seeing some good steals at both ends of the floor. Tinney to Tinney. Rangi, again, given a little bit of space. reaching around Whitaker with the foul inside.
And Rihanna has that ability to knock the three down, but she's playing a little bit hesitant at the moment. I'd like to see her pop one, you know? She's wide open. You got to take those shots, and you must be a threat, because if you've got the defense sagging off of you, you're going to put more pressure on your post player. Oh, and there's a great drive, and I guess that's better.
Well, she's got 7 points in the game now as the Kahu take the lead midway through this third quarter tonight. Offensive foul. Moving screen called against Whitaker.
And that's been a point of emphasis in both
all season.
Yeah, in the Sal's NBL especially, and you'll see the frustration on the men's face when they, initially, early games, it was happening quite often, and they realized they couldn't get away with those cheeky little hip bumps, extensions of the arms, and then you had to play true to your screen. So
we saw it from about round 2 onwards, didn't we, in the Sal's NBL? Really an uptick in those calls, and the players have adapted, which is great. They've got to do the same here. Foul there is going to send Jason Tinney to the TAB. Coming up tonight, GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi action between the Kahu and the Pouakai from the Stockyard, which we should note is not the usual home court for the Kahu. Their home court is, I think, currently being laid at Event Find, a new court going in there, so they'll be headed back there in the near future. They do play again on Sunday against the Queens, that game being played before the Sal's NBL Grand Final at Trust Arena. So you get the best of everything on Sunday. You get a Rapid League game, a Tauihi game, and of course the Sal's NBL Grand Final.
I mean, that's the most bang for your buck you could possibly get in the basketball world.
Hope you can come and join us for that. Here's Rangi. Ball inside now, back outside to Rangi. Started with it, ended with it, couldn't put the shot away. And there's a foul off the rebound.
Interesting defense from the Pouakai. I can't tell if they're in the zone or if they're man-to-man, but you've got Lauren Whitaker, who's the tallest for the Pouakai, guarding the smallest for the Kahu in Rihanna Rangi Brown. So interesting defensive decision, but I guess if she's not going to shoot it from deep, you might as well put the big girl on her.
Right now, it's a 9-0 run this quarter for the Kahu. Williams in the corner, short, gets it back though, and finishes.
Great finish. Way to stick with that shot. Shooters, always follow your shots, because you never know if you're going to get the easy putback.
Correa Atua Williams having a good game. Kahu looking to attack again. Tuaiti's been busy buzzing around. This time Rangi goes to the basket. Does she get the fall? She doesn't. Rebound, put back. Tinney unable to complete. And the Pouakai will pick up possession. Just over a minute to play in this third quarter tonight.
This is a different looking Kahu squad to for the first game we saw them play in Rapid League. They look a lot more settled, and they're playing well together.
Hedemeier pulls up the dribble. Williams. Ball ends up with Hedemeier from Morrow. Oh, gee, it looked good off the hand. Pops straight back out to her. Long shot, long rebound.
Yeah, that's fortunate for the Pouakai. They get a second chance here. Try to capitalize on that offensive rebound. And again, through O'Neal, it might be their best chance, but just a little bit deep.
Lene with that three-point effort. Morrow chipping in, gets the steal. O'Neal, she's got numbers inside. Great work, Pouakai. Williams to Lene. Off the glass for two. They retake the lead.
Beautiful heads-up play there by Williams. She just quickly tipped that ball straight to her teammate who was wide open. And a great job by Ash Udaseki to draw the foul and find herself at the TAB.
Used her body well there, didn't she?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's a veteran. She's going to do it. Get the ball into her, let her go to work.
Actually made her Tall Ferns debut this year, so it took a little while. Lots of junior Tall Ferns and Tall Ferns in action tonight across these two teams. Quite amazing when you read through the careers of these players, young and old, just how many have represented New Zealand somewhere around the world.
But how good that at 31, Ash is able to get her Tall Ferns debut. It just shows you, don't give up. You've got to stick with it.
Of course, the Tall Ferns recently finished 4th at the Asia Cup. Late in the 3rd, O'Neill draws a foul.
And that was a great drive by O'Neill there. You see her going to her left, got Eliana on that screen. And if you're going to foul, you got to foul hard. And that's exactly what Eliana did. She tried to recover back after she got beat off the dribble, but O'Neill just a little bit too fast.
Olivia O'Neill at the TAB puts the first one down, the 22-year-old, a junior Tall Fern. There you go, another one. Played 12 games in the inaugural Tauihi season for the Southern Hoiho. And she puts the second one down. So some late points here for the Pouakai. They lead by 1 dying seconds.
Ooh.
That'll fall short for Rihanna Rangi. And just like that, in tonight's Sky Broadband Rapid League game, we have just 1 quarter to play. That's how quick it goes.
Yeah, it is extremely fast, especially 4 minutes. You get 1 timeout per half, and it's a player timeout. And if there's no fouls called, you could be doing 4 minutes of sprints. It's really exciting to watch.
Coaches are starting to get their heads around it as well. We're starting to see assistant coaches play more of a role on the sidelines as well, which is exciting.
Yeah, well, actually, I want to talk about Jody Cameron.
There's a good example, by the way.
Yeah, the last game, actually, what I noticed is that she wasn't as involved in the coaching aspect of it, but obviously this game's a little bit closer, so she's going to stick her nose in there. But she was allowing the Tauihi players to come in and do the coaching, which I think is a great way to build respect amongst teammates and to really start to rely on and trust each other. And I think that was a great job by her to do that.
TAB stat sheet tonight in this Rapid League game, 3 quarters down. Kavanagh Lene has 9 points for the Pouakai. She's a young star on the rise. Carrera Atua Williams has 7 points and 3 rebounds. And for the Kahu, Ash Udeseke, 9 points leading the scoring. Jason Tinney has 7 and Rihanna Rangi has 7 as well. A quarter to play, and this game is up for grabs. Don't forget, teams that win a Rapid League game, 1 match point goes on the Tauihi ladder.
So if you're the coach, are you trying to stack your Rapid League team? Or what would be your strategy?
Well, I think the Pouakai played a couple of players too many minutes last week.
Yeah.
And that may have hurt them in the Tauihi game, which of course they lost really close down the stretch as well. For me, I think you've got to be really mindful. In a quick fire season, it's done in 9 or 10 weeks.
Yeah.
You don't want to be playing your starters extra minutes in this competition. I think the starters are there. They can now play 30, 35 minutes in Tauihi. 6 personal fouls, of course.
Yep.
So they've got the chance to go out and be stars in that game. I think right here it's about these young up-and-coming stars cutting their teeth, getting minutes, and as a result, their coaches are going, hey, let's play Olivia O'Neill a little bit more in the Tauihi game.
Yeah.
This is what it's about.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, because it is a great opportunity to develop these younger players. And then, exactly, if they're hot in Rapid League, chuck them in the Tauihi game. Let them go to work.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a beautiful pass.
Tinney with the miss. Super pass. I think that came off the hand of Rangi, was it?
It was Eliana. Eliana, that I was talking about it earlier. She has got the softest hands, and she's so crafty and so subtle about it that if you blink, you're going to miss it.
Well, that was slick. Nice work by Eliana Tuaiti. Here's Rangi now. Been a really good player tonight. Loose ball. Picked up by Williams.
That was a great hustle there by Williams. She had Kahu all around her, and she was able to come up with it. But to highlight Rihanna, she's got such a quick first step, and she utilizes it extremely well. When she gets by you, good luck catching her.
Williams driving hard on her right on the turnaround. That shot comes up short. Keely Tinney with the rebound. Here they come again. Rangi, they're down by 1, the Kahu. Plenty of time still in this game.
Oh, good find.
Udeseke for 3. Drains it. Another big basket for the Kahu.
What a shot and what a find by Rihanna. She found her at the top of the key. And Udeseke showing her veteran experience, knocking that open 3 down.
12 in the game.
Great help. She is everywhere.
And may end up with it right here. Does she? No, she doesn't. On the drive to Iti, just a little bit too much on it.
She is working her tail off and setting the example to these young players like, hey, I'm 31 and I'm still running more than you.
And how good is it for the young players to have someone like Ash Udaseki out there now playing defense on Whittaker?
Oof. That was a fortunate miss for the Kahu. But again, a tough matchup. Both of them, I'm sure they don't want to guard each other, but the matchups here are great. I love the big-on-big matchup. And Ash showed her defensive prowess on the last play, reading that pass going in and jumped over for the double team as she leaves the floor and Ratoria comes in. So coach probably trying to save her a little bit for the Tauihi, noticing how well she's playing tonight.
Well, Tamilo's only played 3.5 minutes as well, so we may see her a bit more tonight as well in the Tauihi game. Whittaker puts the first away at the line. She's had a couple of trips there tonight already. Now 3 of 5 from the TAB, make that 3 of 6. And it's a 1-point ball game, under 2 minutes to play tonight in the Rapid League. O'Neill
what a hustle
forward.
play.
Late call on Asia Anderson with the foul, and Kavanagh Lennart picks herself up and she'll head to the coloured stripe. Really like what Lennart has done tonight.
Oh, she has stepped up massively, and she's so explosive off the dribble. Beautiful shot as well.
Year 13 at St Andrews College, and you may have heard me mention in the first half, just 2 weeks ago, went to the 2023 NBA Academy in Atlanta.
I believe it. She's just such a nice player. Look at Lauren there with the offensive rebound. Such a tough play. Such a strong play as well for another year 13.
She set that up, didn't she, Lauren Whittaker? Lena has the points to her name. They lead by 2. Business end of tonight's Rapid League game. Turnover.
Such a high-risk pass there. It's a tough angle, especially when you've got someone like Lauren in front of your teammate. That high arcing ball, it's a high-risk pass. Unfortunate turnover for the Kahu.
This one's up for grabs. Lauren Whittaker all the way to the basket. What an important score that was.
Oh, absolutely. That was a massive basket from the year 13. Dribbling it down, showing her handles a bit, and what a finish.
She's got 7 in the game. On the turnaround, Tamilo couldn't score, and now the Pouakai in the box seat with 60 seconds to play. They're out by 4. Lennart on the drive, sends it out. O'Neill will just settle it down. I like this. Yeah. Experience.
Smart play, use the clock. You're up by 4.
Hadamaya on the turnaround, misses from the TAB stripe, and now the Kahu seemingly need to score this time down the floor.
Oh, absolutely. It's a must-score opportunity here.
Rangi slipping off that screen. Tinny, the pass won't make it though. Hadamaya heads up play on the charge, gets the score. Of course, no team timeouts here. The coaches can't call a timeout. Both teams still have their second half Sky City player timeout. And speaking of which, Rihanna Rangi calls a Sky City player timeout for the Kahu. Only the players on the court involved here. They can't go to the benches. Coaches can't get involved. You can't sub.
Nope.
These players get 30 seconds to talk tactics and come out the other side. Of course, only the team in offense can call it, and only the player with the ball can call it.
See, those are the key things that people don't realize, is that you have to have the ball in your possession in order to call a timeout. Your teammates can't call it for you, so. In
the Cells NBL, we've seen players in mid-air rebounding the ball, screaming out for a timeout. It's been fantastic to watch. Here we go, 17 seconds to play. A score here would make it interesting. Battle, Tamilo gets it back, chance here. Oh, big block, O'Neill on Rangi. Rangi gets it back. She's on the drive, tries to draw the foul. Lennart comes up with it. That might be enough tonight for the Pouakai to get the win. It will. They get home by 6 in this Sky Broadband Rapid League game. And that one had everything.
It did. That was such an exciting game. If that's any sort of indication of what the game tonight's going to be like, we are in for a treat.
So a win for the Pouakai by 6. We're going to pick up a couple of player interviews in just a moment. And in just over 20 minutes, it'll be time for tonight's GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi clash between the Kahu and the Pouakai, and some big guns coming to play in that game.
I'm excited to see Penina Davidson and Crystal Ledger-Walker and Talia Tupaya. Honestly, it's going to be a great game, and it'll be interesting to see how well they play together, because obviously they played in the FIBA Asia Cup and the Euro League, but interesting to see how they're going to play back on their home turf.
Well, we're going to cross down to Isaiah Smiler. He's got Olivia O'Neill with him, and I think he's going to chat with Ash Udaseki as well. Two of the stars tonight in the Rapid League game. There's Olivia O'Neill. Really like what she did this evening. 4 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 rebounds. I mean, was involved in everything, wasn't she?
When she had the ball in her hand, the Pouakai were successful, and she did such a great job facilitating, shooting, distributing, defending. She's just an all-around great player.
Here she is now with Isaiah Smiler.
Well, Olivia, another Rapid League win for you guys. Must be happy with that one.
Yeah, definitely good to back up Sunday. Definitely good to get it against Kahu at their hometown.
Awesome, we'll let you go get a break in.
Thank you so much.
And I'll bring in Ash. Ash, another tough one there. How do you guys kind of turn this around for like 10 minutes time? I mean, it must be pretty hard to figure that one and then move on to the main game.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, we've got 5 more players that we can play with, and we've seen half their team already, so we just need to take care of the rest of the half.
So all the best for the Tauihi game coming up.
Thank you. Shout out BNZ.
Good on you, Ash. Thanks, Isaiah. I love it when the players are looking after the sponsors. It's good, isn't it?
They probably get that before the game, like, hey, we've got this massive sponsorship, let's shout them out.
Absolutely. TAB stats in that one. Kevina Lene had 12 points for the Pouakai. Karera Atua had 7, and Lauren Whitaker 7.7 rebounds. Very, very effective for the Northern Kahu. Ash Udaseke finished with 12 points. Jason Tinney and Rihanna Rangi had 7 points each as well. So one down, big one to come tonight. The Pouakai take down the Kahu in tonight's Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Don't you go away though, stick with us, because the Tauihi Round 2 opening game is not too far away. The Pouakai just starting their warm-up tonight. The 5 starters who can't play in the Rapid League, you can see them there just about to start going through their paces. The same for the Kahu. Quick break. We're going to be back at the Stockyard very, very shortly. Coming up in about 15 minutes' time, it'll be tonight's Tauihi contest between the Northern Kahu and the Mainland Pouakai. We'll see you soon. No mai, hara mai, and welcome to Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre, Pouakai, the scene tonight for Wednesday night hoops in the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa Season 2, round number 2. And it is the Northern Kahu hosting the Mainland Pouakai. Interestingly, both of these teams coming into this game off an opening round loss. Hope you're well. Justin Nelson with you. Good evening. Sitting right alongside me is Kason Bookman. Great to see you. Thrilling Sky Broadband Rapid League game a short time ago. The Pouakai getting a 6-point win. High-scoring affair, rapid stuff up and down. But now we're not too far away from tonight's Tauihi contest.
And it is going to be a contest because we've got the likes of Penina Davidson and Crystal Ledger-Walker back in the country. So look for it to be a great game.
Updated ladder after this evening's Rapid League game, and you can see the Pouakai now have 2 points with 2 Rapid League wins. The Southern Hoiho, though, what an opening round for them.
They have surprised us all, and they have played extremely well and so cohesive early on. But that's exactly what you need to do in this league because it's so short and so condensed, and they've done just that. Massive
week for hoops. Here's the upcoming games in the Tauihi. The Kahu and the Queens play this Sunday. 2 p.m. tip-off for Tauihi, 1 p.m. tip-off for Rapid League. That's out at Trust Arena. And, of course, after those games, the Sal's NBL Grand Final. What a ticket that is. Get in and see 3 huge games of basketball. And then round 3 tips off this time next week. The Phi, their opening home game against the Queens. And the Pouakai on Thursday night back at home at Cowles take on the barnstorming Southern Hoiho. So there's a lot to look forward to. Tonight, the visitors from Christchurch, the Mainland Pouakai, proudly supported by their brand new naming rights partner, the Recruitment Network. Great to have them on board for the next 3 years. Hippolyte, Samia, Rabadi, McGoldrick and Leonard. Josh Thompson is the coach. I had a chat with him a short time ago. Here's his thoughts. Coach, close loss in round 1. What did you take out of that game?
Yeah, you know, we made a few bad mistakes down the end, down the stretch. We addressed that at practice the other day, so hopefully when we get in that situation, we kind of know what we're doing. But, you know, young team, so you expect those kind of things early on in the season, so, yeah. Some
big ins for the Kahu. Obviously, Penina Davidson and Crystal Ledger-Walker. They're going to be 2 guns tonight, no doubt about it. How do you slow them down?
Yeah, I think, you know, worrying about them individually is obviously important. You know, two tall ferns, they played well at Asia Cup, so we just kind of have to go with our business and do what we do. We scouted them at practice, so we were prepared for them to come in. So, yeah, it's good for the Kahu, good for the league too, having them back in our league.
And out of the new Sky Broadband Rapid League, what did you learn from week 1?
You know, we're still trying to tinker with it, see how we go. Obviously, we had Lauren and Ezra play in our first game, but now we're going to bring them up as starters this week. So we're still trying to play with it, play around with it. But I do enjoy it. You know, it's good to see the young ones get out there, and it's good for our game.
Best of luck tonight.
Cheers. Thanks, Justin.
For what a battle that was last week for the Pouakai, going down to the Phi by 6. Geez, it was an action-packed game, wasn't it?
It was. It was extremely exciting to watch, and you know, they played really well and they did what they needed to do, but it wasn't good enough.
Kahu starters tonight, and hasn't this team strengthened up since their trip to Dunedin? Tapia, Ledger-Walker, Davidson, Thomas and Reed. This is a very, very good team. Speaking of sponsors, brand new naming rights partner for the Northern Kahu as well. Welcome to the Bank of New Zealand. Great to have you involved with women's basketball. You are going to enjoy the ride. Jodie Cameron is the coach of the Kahu. Here's what she had to say a short time ago. Jodie, competitive game, week 1 against the Hoiho. What did you take out of it?
Yeah, I wish we had a lot more prep time, but you know, international duties come first, and we'll just build on what we've sort of started off with, and we know what we have to do.
We've had a look at the tape, the Pouakai. What did you take out of their game?
Oh, you know, I think this season, just generally watching everybody, everyone's on the same level. We've got to go out there and take it and be well prepared, and it's more about us at this stage.
Some big ins, Penina and Crystal, have they had a chance to train with the team yet?
No, it's sort of honestly no, because we look after them and they've just come off an international flight, and but that they know what to do. They plug and play, and they're turning up tonight, and they're really excited about it.
Finally, Rapid League, any major learnings from week 1?
Yeah, you gave us it's made me go away and do a bit of homework, Justin, so I appreciate that. Haven't got quite enough colours on my pen though, so I'll just stick to the 4. I'm up to red.
Best of luck tonight.
Cheers, Justin.
I love that from Jody, trying to work out the strategy and the tactics of Rapid League with Tauihi. It's a change for the coaches as well, isn't it?
It is, and I think all the coaches are approaching it in a different way, and it's really refreshing. It's good because it's new, and you want to see all those different strategies in play.
TAB head-to-head for this one, no doubt, with the Kahu strengthening up. They'll be hoping to lift that 3-point percentage tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think they were just a little bit understaffed last game, and some players had to step in to fill in some big shoes, but now those shoes are almost filled the entire way, and so it might be a little bit easier for them to make it rain from the 3-point line.
They still do have Australian Opals captain Tess Madgen to join them a little bit later on. Coin officials for this one tonight, Wednesday night hoops in the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi. With the whistles, Sharon Martin, Regan Ashley and Danny Alcuge. We're not too far away from a start. Amazingly, these two teams coming off opening round losses, and this is what spices things up very quickly in this very quick-fire competition. 10 weeks of basketball action in Tauihi as the Kahu about to step out for the first time here at Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. This isn't their normal home court. Of course, they're usually based on the North Shore at Event Finder Stadium, which I believe at the moment is going through the final stages of a brand new court being fitted out.
I mean, that's pretty nice. So I guess they'll take this game here away to get a nicer court back home. Then we'll see how they adjust to playing at home, but not at home.
Underway. Opening tip, McGoldrick, but it falls the way of the Kahu. Talia Tapia, bang on target. A little bit too much on it though. Tara Reid, career best 27 points last week, receives from Amari Thomas, puts it down.
Beautiful.
Off to the TAB for the bonus.
She's rewarded for her hustle on the offensive rebound. She had to fight tooth and nail to get that ball for a second chance, and she was rewarded with a trip to the TAB for the and one.
As I said, career high in Tauihi last week, 27 points in that narrow 6-point loss to the Hoi Ho. Couldn't convert from the TAB, but does have the opening points in this one tonight. Looking forward to seeing Kennedy Leonard. Ball in hand there. McGoldrick on the drive with the block. Davidson. Great contest between those two tonight. Reid takes it and goes. Fouled again. Quick fire stuff from the Kahu. They look sharp early.
I mean, the vision of Crystal Ledger-Walker is what's leading to these fast-paced plays. Her eyes are up the court straight away, and she's got the wings running, which is great. And Tara Reid, amazing job using her body and drawing the foul. She lived at the TAB in their first game. I mean, they didn't shoot it as well as they would have liked, but this is great signs early from the Kahu.
24 years of age. Out of Westlake girls, Tara Reid. Just spent some time in Finland, where she averaged 20 points and 9 rebounds a game. She is a rising star. She is a tall fern, of course. Played at the Asia Cup.
I mean, with those numbers, you'd hope she's a starting tall fern.
Ledger-Walker, Amari Thomas now. Gets on the move inside, out to Ledger-Walker in the corner for 3. Doesn't go down. Rebound, Leonard away.
Great shot in the corner there from Crystal. It looked good, just a little bit deep. And a great rebound for the Pouakai.
Kennedy Leonard, here she is. Import guard for the Pouakai. They've still got their 2 Americans to join them in Natasha Mack and Jasmine Dickey. Not too far away. Leonard hands it back. Oh, Hippolyte. Big, big 3.
That is a massive 3 from deep with the find from Leonard. Amazing shot from Hippolyte.
Kennedy Leonard had 6 assists last week. Had over 660 in her collegiate career, believe it or not. Here's Thomas inside, bustling hard to the basket. She's off to the TAB as well, which has seen a fair bit of action down this end of the court early in this contest.
I love that defense from Rosalia, though. She did a great job against, you know, she's David versus Goliath, you know. She's a little bit undersized, and she comes off, and Lauren Whitaker will come on to hopefully even up the matchups a bit. But Amari Thomas just does a great job using her body, getting inside, and not many people can stand in her way.
Rosalia Samia with the foul. That's her second, so she takes a quick seat. Of course, this season in Tauihi, 6 personal fouls.
And we talked about it earlier, you know, the players that are going to be putting big minutes on their legs with the addition of the 6th foul. And you talk about it in the Rapid League as well. You want them to save themselves because they could stay on for 38, 40 minutes a game. And I think that's great for the league. And it's
great
also,
for the fans.
Yeah, it's great for the fans. They get their money's worth. And I also think it's great use of the import talent that's coming in.
Speaking of import talent, Kennedy, Leonard with the 2. And just like that, the Kahu want to get moving again quickly. Inside, outside ball. Reed to Tapia. Can't finish. Did that come off? Hippolyte, it did.
And just look at Reed staying on that play, just getting feisty underneath, giving her team that second chance they need after the missed 3.
Here's Thomas, down low. Davidson getting involved here, setting screens. Ledger Walker, Thomas now for 3.
Oh, what a find. Crystal Ledger Walker with the no-look pass to Mari Thomas in the corner, showing her range a bit.
154 NCAA games. There's a holding foul inside there. Mari Thomas, it's quite a read. Played at the University of Cincinnati for 4 seasons. And then 1 season with UCLA. Went from the Bearcats to the Bruins.
I mean, 2 great teams to play for.
Here's Hippolyte. Pulls up. That one off to the right. McGoldrick, another block inside. Davidson and Thomas proving hard to shoot over the top of. Here is Penina Davidson. Hard to the basket. Rabati there with her on the reverse. It's a miss.
I like that matchup with Davidson and Rabati. It's going to be a battle underneath.
Here they go again. Rabati pulls up the dribble. Young Whitaker into the action. And I think Sean Rabati's been called for too long in the key. We saw that once or twice earlier tonight in the Rapid League game.
They're just getting a little bit comfortable inside. Obviously, you've got a tough matchup against Penina, and you're kind of just calculating what you're going to do next against the veteran who is showing her patience on the defensive side of things. It's going to be a tough ask for any of the Pouakai players to go against her. And Tapia showing her craft and showing her skill under the basket. Great drive in, great finish.
Inaugural MVP of the GJ Gardner Holmes Tauihi competition. Talia Tapia, here's Whitaker inside, back to the basket. Tough stuff from the youngster.
Oh, I love that shoulder fake. Give him a little bit of contact, especially when you've got Tara, who's a little bit on the thinner side compared to Lauren Whitaker, and Lauren Whitaker just using her size against her.
Ledger Walker on the drive, sends it out to Tara Reed.
You do not want her getting hot. You do not want her shooting that ball so open in the corner.
Rabati nowhere to go, crashes into the barter card sign. By the way, Lauren Whitaker, 17 years of age.
You wouldn't think so with the way that she plays. She plays with such a maturity that she blends right into this Pouakai lineup.
Year 13, Lauren Whitaker at St Andrews College. Early time out in this one, midway through the first. Kahu lead it by 8, 13-5. Kaysen Bookman, your early thoughts on this contest?
I mean, the Kahu are playing with a completely different intensity than they played with in the first game, and that's due to the fact that you've got Crystal Ledger Walker, whose eyes are always down the court, so they're looking to push the tempo. But the Pouakai are doing a great job. They're maintaining them well, and you see with the likes of Talia Tapia as well. She has the ability to dish, to drive, to finish, to shoot. It's just a tough matchup for any opponent. So with the Pouakai, they've got to stay strong. They've got to be a lot more physical on the defensive side of things if they want to shut them down.
Kahu fans have driven down to Pukekohe on a Wednesday night for this one. Round 2 underway in the Tauihi. Now for Pouakai fans, or Kahu fans I should say, they will be looking forward to seeing Tess Madgen in the very near future. I believe another couple of weeks away, but gee, it makes this team just that little bit stronger, doesn't it?
Who are you going to kick out of the starting lineup?
I'll let
I'll
let you make that decision.
I do not want to be Jodie Cameron at this stage. I mean, you're just spoiled for choice with this Kahu team. It's like a WNBA All-Star 5.
Close.
Close.
Not quite,
Very
but close. I like that. Back underway after the timeout. Kahu lead it by 8 into attack. Davidson, All-Star 5 from the recent Asia Cup. Thomas has already hit 1 from deep. That one a little bit short, came off the body of Ledger Walker. Speaking of players not too far away, I've got it on good authority for Pouakai fans. The WNBA imports Natasha Mack and Jasmine Dickey will both be playing next week.
Oh, that's really exciting for the league.
Tsubasa Nisbet is also due back from her stint in Darwin. So this Pouakai team is going to strengthen up considerably this time next week. Sell out in their opening game. If you haven't got your tickets yet, you want to get along and see them in action next week against the Southern Hoiho. A couple of WNBA stars coming into the lineup. Speaking of stars, Penina Davidson missing that shot.
Well, you see how much attention she draws from the defense. When she gets that ball inside, you saw Lauren Whitaker drop down on her to double down. And so putting that pressure on her is going to be huge for the Pouakai. You want to shut her down and not give her easy looks.
Here's Leonard. Hippolyte quickly shut down by Ledger Walker. Nowhere to go, has to get it up. Would have been a buzzer beater, wouldn't it?
I thought it might have been another great shot from Lauren Hippolyte, but unfortunate. Oh, great find by Talia. That will be a travel.
Well, it was a hot pass by Tupaya. Thomas just juggled it in the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure she was expecting it to come that quick. It was a great find by Tupaya.
Amari Thomas, by the way, fluent in American Sign Language.
Not many people can say that. You see a lot of videos online of people pretending like they know American Sign Language, but they really don't. What a cool talent.
I love reading about the talents and skills and personal attributes of players.
What
Rabadi.
a move by Sean Rabadi. The patience, the poise, and the finish. Yeah, you're right. This league is stacked with some neuroscience degrees.
Yeah.
You've got some engineering.
Oceanology.
Goodness, they're just not only talented on the floor, but they just incredible off the floor as well.
Tough contest early in this one as Ash Udaseki steps out for the Kahu. Wasn't she great earlier tonight in the Rapid League game?
She was phenomenal. She stepped up massively for the Kahu, and she scored. She played great defense, and look to see that continue on into this Tauihi game.
Here's Ledger Walker on the drive.
Just too strong. It was a great move, but not much of a challenge from Hippolyte. I would have liked to seen a little bit more body contact.
Another tall Fern star, Crystal Ledger Walker.
Oh yeah, that's a shot.
And it is a big shot off the hand of Kennedy Leonard. Just starting to warm up into this one. Here's Davidson on the drive. Was there a foul there? Oh, I certainly heard a slap. Question is, was it the hand or was it the arm? Rabadi with the foul. Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. How did you see it?
It was tough to see. It was a little bit quick, but I did hear a little bit of a slap. However, the look on Sean's face tells a different story. She was pleading her case, but...
Hand is part of the ball, of course.
It is. So, unfortunately for her, she got the foul. But, yeah, against Penina Davidson, she did a great job bodying her up. You just don't want to bail her out at the last minute.
Rabadi's second foul. Davidson to the TAB. That's her first point of season 2023 and her first point in Tauihi. Of course, she didn't play last season, so great to see her in uniform this season. 2 from 2 from the line.
Yeah, it's great to have her back countryside, playing in the New Zealand League. She's been playing in Australia for the longest time, but glad to have her back over here so we can all get a taste of what it's like to watch Penina play.
WNBL champion, of course, with the Melbourne Boomers. Hippolyte, speaking of Melbourne Boomers, was a development player with the WNBL team.
Oh, good hands.
Tapia. Now Ledger Walker, also a championship winner in the WNBL with the Townsville Fire. Here's Reed for three. What a start she's had tonight.
What a shot. It's a beautiful shot, and she knows how to score. You cannot leave her that wide open. And the Kahu just picking apart this Pouakai defense.
Moves to 10 points, game-high scorer, Tara Reed. Here's Williams. Ends up with Leonard inside. Rabati getting busy. Tapia, good hand.
The Kahu's defense right now, they're just not giving them a single easy look, making them work for every point, for every pass.
Tapia just dumps it down delightfully into the path of Davidson.
Yeah, the Pouakai just a little bit outsized at the moment. They need to get a few more big bodies on the floor to try to match this physical Kahu team. And a great shot by Kendall Hedemaya. What a find by Lauren Hippolyte in the hustle play by Kennedy Leonard.
Ezra McGoldrick not too far away from stepping onto the court. They heard you. Here's Tapia for three.
And that's, she can shoot it. She can drive it. She's a tough matchup. Again, your opponents are the WNBA or the Tauihi All-Stars so far of the league.
Tapia, of course, is one of the 9 WNBA drafted players in the Tauihi competition this season. Here's Udaseki for three. Hit a couple earlier on tonight. Gets it back for her team. Ledger Walker with all the time in the world to make a decision. Goes inside to Davidson. Has the height on Hedemaya, who fouls in the end.
The Kahu just look a bit like they're having fun. They're playing a little bit of pickup. The way they're getting the ball in, kicking it out, finding the extremely open players on the three-point line. And I don't know if that's a testament to the lack of rotation of the Pouakai or just the heads-up offense of the Kahu.
Join the TAB, deposit $10 and get a free $50 bonus bet. The TAB, the official stats partner of the Salsa NBL. T's and C's apply, R18, and please bet responsibly. And just to show you my age, Kaysen,
Oh God, here we go.
I've just been reminded that the hand was part of the ball in basketball about 20 years ago.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever heard that rule. And I've been playing basketball for a while. That's a new one for me.
I was going back to my junior years.
Maybe they'll bring it back, you know?
No, don't. It's okay. That was it. That was a foul.
Oh, God.
Here's Hippolyte.
Oh, what a move. What a step through.
And scores.
Finishes with her weekend as well. A beautiful move. Lauren Hippolyte has improved in extreme amounts in the past couple of years.
She moves to 5 points tonight. They've got a lot of work to do here, the Pouakai. Excellent start from the Kahu. Bottom of the table at the moment, but they will certainly move north should they win this one tonight.
You need to get some hands up on defense and try to get a great shot here. Close this lead out before the end of the first quarter.
Here's Leonard, 20 points last week for three. That one doesn't go down. Tapia, you can see the Kahu want to play with pace tonight. Goes back to the basket now on McGoldrick, who gets the block.
Love that. Love that from Ezra, and she has that ability. Need to see a lot more of that. Want to see some more active hands from the Pouakai. These cross-court passes are way too easy. There's no one really trying to get a hand on it, get a tip on it, make it difficult. Take away their vision. Get your hands up.
Tapia now has to get this shot up in the end. Shot clock sounds. In fact, it is the end of the first quarter. And with that, the Kahu lead by 14. Excellent start for them tonight. The Pouakai with some work to do. Second quarter not too far away. Quick break. Back with more soon. Welcome back to Pouakai tonight. Wednesday night hoops in the Tauihi, and the Kahu lead it by 14. New mascot, by the way.
Love it.
Looking good. TAB stats to quarter time. Tara Reid, the star of the show for the Kahu in that opening quarter. Perfect 3 of 3 from the field, including 2 triples. She has 10 points in the game. For the Pouakai, shooting at just 29%. In the opening quarter, Lauren Hippolyte leading the way with 5 points.
They got their nerves out first quarter, second quarter here. Every quarter's fresh, every quarter's new. Score is 0-0.
Kahu back in action on Sunday as well at Trusts Arena when they take on the Queens, the Tokomanawa Queens. Grand final rematch from the inaugural season. That game is being played prior to the Salza NBL Grand Final. Hottest ticket in town on Sunday. Hope to see you. Second quarter underway. Udaseki inside. Thomas, love the ball movement here. Tapia, can't put it down.
In and out, but like you said, phenomenal offense by the Kahu. They look like a well-seasoned team that have been playing together for ages, just moving the ball extremely well.
Kadamaya turns the corner, pulls up. That one rolls around.
And she has that ability. She's really great off the dribble. She'll usually knock that shot down, but don't count it out. She'll do it again.
Reid. How good was she in the opening quarter tonight? Oh, pass inside to Paya to Udaseki.
Great finish. And that's exactly what you want from Ash. You want her to step up in these games. And she did just that with the finish on the left-hand side.
Scary proposition for the Pouakai tonight. Talia Tapia is just starting to get going, isn't she?
She really is. She had a bit of a cold first quarter, but that it doesn't deter her because she will get those points up. She knows how to score. This whole team does, actually.
We just saw Ezra McGoldrick a moment ago. I've got it on good authority that she is being heavily scouted internationally at the moment. So watch this space. We may see some news on Ezra McGoldrick shortly. Here she is playing defense on Tapia. Thomas is fouled from behind.
I don't know about that one. I'd like to see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, but...
Well, you asked.
Here we go.
You will receive.
Tapia drives in. Thomas.
Hadamaya called for the foul. Now, Amari Thomas, I was saying earlier, just some of the stats in her career are quite amazing. She's the only player, only female player, and only the second in history at University of Cincinnati to score 50 or more points in a game.
It's unbelievable.
Scored 51 against East Carolina University.
I mean, you just look at her underneath. She's not that tall, but oh my gosh, she is strong, and I believe it.
You want to know who the other player was who scored 50 or more at the University of Cincinnati?
Enlighten me.
He did it 6 times.
What?
Goes by the name of Oscar Robertson.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. There you go. So she's amongst greatness.
And there she is right on cue, Amari Thomas. It's now a 20-point lead to the Kahu. Haven't they come out with some vigour tonight? Kennedy Leonard just aren't able to get anything going at the moment. McGoldrick Corner three doesn't go down. They get it back. Hedemeier can hit a three and does.
What a shot from Kendall. Again, way to stick with that shot. Get the offensive rebound, kick it out, and get Kendall going because she is a scorer.
One of the imports joining the Pouakai next week, Jasmine Dickey, just a week or two ago, was playing for the Dallas Wings.
Wow.
So look out. She's going to be some fun to watch as well. She'll be in action next Wednesday night. So too Natasha Mack, WNBA drafted. Tapia with the miss. Leonard quickly, corner, Hippolyte catches, shoots. That one bobbles back.
I don't mind that at this stage in the game, that you're down by quite a bit. Get those quick threes, get those quick shots to fall. And again, to Reed. She is incredible on the drive. I love watching her play. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's got much strength, but my God, she is
just
a
the turn of
powerhouse.
speed here.
Yeah. Well, between her and Ezra, they're kind of similar builds, and watching them go back head on with each other is really exciting, and I can see why both these players are heavily recruited overseas.
Well, they were teammates just a few weeks ago as well. For the Tall Ferns, finished 4th at the Asia Cup. They're now through to the final round of Olympic qualification. 16 teams go into that. 12 come out and will head to the Paris Olympics. Good luck to the Tall Ferns.
Yes, let's hope they pull it out.
O'Neill into the action now. Played a ripper of a game earlier tonight in the Rapid League, Olivia O'Neill. There's Ezra McGoldrick, who we were talking about before. O'Neill with the matchup now on Ledger Walker. That'll be fun.
Oh, absolutely. Speed versus speed.
Here is that matchup. O'Neill gets around Ledger Walker. Then Davidson steps out to meet her.
Oh, what a take.
Samia all the way to the hoop.
It's going to be an offensive foul. She extended the elbow there, as you see here. It was a great drive, just a little bit too aggressive, knocking Tara off the ball. And Tara, great job of selling it. So again, the Pouakai need to get something going on offense.
Crystal Ledger Walker, 25 years of age, made her Tall Ferns debut in 2014.
It's in their genes.
You do the maths on that.
My brain hurts.
Here she is with the pass inside to Penina Davidson. Oh, how did that miss?
She's just throwing her hands up in the air. She's getting great looks. They're just not falling in the hoop.
Surely her brother Isaac would have told her how to score on this court.
Oh, yeah.
Bulls in action tomorrow night. 8:30 p.m. live on Sky, taking on the Saints in one of the two eliminators. Williams with the big three. That one misses in the end.
So the pressure that the Kahu are putting on the ball, the length that they have is really making the vision for the Pouakai offense difficult. And that's exactly what the Pouakai need to do to them on offense, is not make those cross-court passes so easy. Get a hand up in their face, get the arms out, try to get some more touches on the ball, especially with the likes of Ezra McGoldrick. You've got to use your length and try to make it a little bit tougher.
Timeout here. Speaking of playoffs, of course, the Sal's NBL Final 6 tips off tomorrow night at Trust's Arena, with the Rams up against the Hawks from 6:30 and the Bulls against the Saints from 8:30. And there's no better online code word to use this week than playoffs. The Sal's Super Special is the Sal's NBL Steel Combo, just $25. That's available for the next week.
Yeah, it looks incredible. That looks like dinner for me for the next week. How many times can you use the code?
Trust me, I've had that one a few times. It is quite incredible.
Man.
Speaking of the Final 6, there's the QR code that'll take you straight through to the ticketing website. It all starts tomorrow. Hope you've got your tickets. Trust Arena, 4 nights of action, 5 games. And I know the grand final's big. It's the biggest.
Yep.
But tomorrow night, you get to see 4 teams and 2 are going home.
Well, they're going to be fighting for that spot. Nobody wants to go home at this point. You've done the hard work. You've gotten to this stage. A lot of teams just made it in, just by the skin of their teeth. So don't look for any easy wins. It is going to be great basketball to watch.
Do you have a tip at the moment? Or is it
Do I have a what?
Do you have a tip at the moment?
A tip.
Yeah, who do you think's going to go all the way?
Hot tip. Oh. And the Sal's going to be like, you can't predict anything. There's been 20-point deficits with comeback wins, and I don't know. I thought it was going to be the Tuatara all the way, but then recently...
Lost their last 2.
They're showing a little bit of a kink in their armor. Is it kink or chink?
Well, no.
Something like
Either.
that.
Here's Ledger Walker.
Oh, what a great drive.
On the reverse. Speaking of the Tuatara, congratulations to Rob Lowe earlier today. Announced MVP for the season.
No surprise there.
Tara Reid again with that speed. Sends it into the corner. Off target, Ledger Walker. And Reid's turn of pace is causing the Pouakai a lot of problems tonight.
And she's a serious, serious athlete. I wonder if she did long jump or triple jump or anything, because she looks like she did track and field.
I think she'd be good at most events.
Yeah, probably anything.
O'Neill on the turnaround. Looked good. Here's Ledger Walker now, midway through the second, 20-point margin. This is a very different looking Kahu team to the one that we saw against the Hoi Ho in round 1. Ledger Walker takes, goes, Davidson back out, Reid, shot clock at 3. Can she do something magical here inside? Davidson gets it up in time. Or does she? No, she doesn't.
Shot clock. Yep, no, she did not. All playing a little bit unselfish at the moment. You see a lot of ball movement. Like, oh, here your turn. You try to score some. But just a little bit too unselfish. But great for the Pouakai. Gives them a chance.
And they left it a little bit late then, the Kahu, because Amari Thomas was all by herself, sitting under the basket. Leonard to Hippolyte. Now with McGoldrick, Rabati inside over the top of Thomas. That one won't go down. Badly needing a basket at the moment.
Definitely needing a basket. And I think the early blocks from Penina Davison have deterred the bigs from Pouakai from going in and taking it up strong, not wanting to get blocked. But nothing is stopping the Kahu from driving in. The Pouakai defense just a bit stunned at the moment, unsure of what to do against this completely stacked Kahu team.
Showing her strength, wasn't she, Talia Tapai, with that last basket. Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay on that foul. Speaking of Tapia, recently made her debut for the Tall Ferns at the Asia Cup as well.
Yeah, I heard she was naturalized.
Hey, absolutely.
What a steal for New Zealand.
Hadamaya, through the hands of Rabati. Just nothing going to plan at the moment for the Pouakai.
I mean, if you're the Pouakai, get up, pressure, trap, try to get some turnovers going. Just a little bit too passive for my liking on defense.
I'd like to actually see Kavanagh Lennett come into the game as well. She was really good earlier tonight in the Rapid League.
Why not? Check up some threes. Oh, that's not the switch she wants to leave open.
Speaking of which, that three nearly went down. Somehow kept in by Tua Iti, who's on the floor now. Had a Maya from the corner. No go, missed everything. Ends up with Leonard. Quickly shut down.
Oh,
three
beautiful.
from the wing. Ezra McGoldrick.
And that's Ezra's game. She's so good. She can go inside. She can shoot from outside. She's got such a nice release. Beautiful shot. A much-needed basket for the Pouakai.
Career high for her last week against the Phi. 20 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, she had a massive game last week. Good hands.
Thomas. Quick pass. Davidson inside. Thomas gets it. Loses it on the turnaround. Ledger Walker. Thomas got it back. They reset and restart. Ledger Walker attracts two. Little up fake. One dribble, pull up from the short corner. Amari Thomas.
I can see why she can drop 50 points a game.
Rabati.
Hard luck.
That one falls short. Margin at 21.
I know you're outsized and you're outmatched physically, but take it into her. Try to draw some fouls. I don't think the Kahu have committed too many fouls apart from Taraz a few minutes ago.
Well, this is the biggest margin we've seen early this season. Last week, the three margins were 7, 6, and 6. Three really close games. Of course, the Kahu have added Penina Davidson and Crystal Ledger Walker. during the week. And we know that the Pouakai have 2 WNBA players on the way. They will be playing next Wednesday night. Time out here. If you haven't got your tickets to that game next Wednesday night, I think they take on the Southern Hoiho.
That'll be a great game.
It will be really, really good. Ashton Prechtel, what did you think of her performances in the opening week?
Oh, honestly, she was a treat for the eyes. She was phenomenal. She did not miss a step in the first game. I mean, granted, she just came off of her collegiate career and obviously drafted and all of that. She came here and she just put on an absolute spectacle, and it was fun to watch.
Drafted by the Connecticut Sun. I was saying on Sal's Hoopheads earlier tonight that Ashton Prechtel, when you actually see her in person, reminds me of a swimmer. She's got a swimmer's shoulders, like really big, strong, and her opening round.
She's all legs.
Yep.
You see her on screen and she's got the world's smallest torso, but goodness, she's got some tree trunks for legs.
Well, no doubt there would have been a number of WNBL teams in Australia having a good look at her performances last week. And what a start to the Tauihi season by the Hoiho with 2 wins. Inside the last couple of minutes here tonight in the opening half, what do the Pouakai need to get out of these last couple of minutes before they head inside for a bit of a chat?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. You've got 6 fouls to give. Get up, get a steal. Make their lives difficult. You can't just let the likes of Crystal Ledger-Walker hold the ball just right comfortably in front of her with no challenge defensively. You have got to put a body on Amari, and you've got to put a body on Penina. And obviously, when they get the ball down low, they're drawing in 2 defenders, and that's why the Kahu are just picking apart this defense at the moment. The ball's going in, and then the players on the wing are wide open because there's too many defenders down low. You've got to be able to take on those posts one-on-one.
Ledger-Walker missing a couple from the TAB. Landed on the drive. Here is Ledger-Walker. Quickly back the other way. She's got some runners here.
Oh, great cut.
Tapaya.
Oh, that would have been a sweet finish from Eliana.
She ran the lane really well.
Well, Eliana's fitness over the past couple years has just skyrocketed. She's really focused and honed in on her skills and her fitness, and she just looks like she has been working in the gym. So has Kendall Hedamaya. What a great drive.
It's a lovely step back to the left, wasn't it?
And that's what they need. They need to get some stops, get some easy baskets.
Another former 5 player playing for the Pouakai this season, Kendall Hedamaya. Well, Kennedy Leonard, now that was right in front of me, and I've got to tell you, that looked really clean.
Yeah.
2 hands on the ball. I think, unfortunately, for the coin official, Regan Ashley, he was just on the wrong side of seeing that and maybe thought some contact from behind.
Yeah, when you can't see it face on and you see the player reaching in for the ball and there's a bit of a tussle, if it's not a jump ball, more than likely they're going to call a foul from that angle. But from your angle, from your expert angle, you would have called it clean?
From where I was. Mind you, I did say that the hand was part of a ball
yeah, you did.
Earlier on.
I think you need to brush up on the rules.
I've been reminded that was 20 years old, that rule.
I love it.
Kennedy Leonard, by the way, out of Hackensack, New Jersey.
Hackensack,
yep. Went to high school in Texas. Played at the Birmingham Commonwealth Games for Scotland, believe it or not.
That's exciting. I've never heard of Hackensack, New Jersey. Is it Hackensack or did I say that wrong?
Hackensack.
Hackensack. I'm going to call it Hackensack.
Hello to our viewers tonight from New Jersey. Hope you're well.
Sorry I called it Hackensack, but it's just too easy.
Heading down towards halftime here. Kahu dominating the ball game right now. Thomas up against young Whitaker. Hands off. Ledger-Walker nearly put it down. Davidson battling with McGoldrick. Hedamaya gets involved now, and she may have won it back for the team in red. She has.
Do you think they're going to use the Sky City player timeout here?
Well, both teams have got theirs. We saw them used quite a fair bit earlier on in the Rapid League game. Dying seconds here. Let's see what Hippolyte can come up with. Hedamaya as well. Shot just off to the left. They do get another chance though. Whitaker inside, sends it out.
Find.
Hippolyte is set. That one doesn't go down. They're going to get a third opportunity. And again, can't find the bottom of the net. At the half, Kahu leading by 21. Dominant performance. Won the first quarter 25-11. That one was a bit tougher, 15-8. But there's a lot to like tonight about the Northern Kahu.
They are showing why they have one of the top recruiting classes, can I say classes, for non-collegiate basketball. They've got some of the best athletes on their team, and they are just, like you said, showing their dominance.
So they lead this one by 21. Tara Reid, 13 points in that first half. Amari Thomas is now up to 10 points. Penina Davidson, 11 rebounds so far as well. She's been involved in everything. Nice crowd in here tonight for Wednesday night hoops. Tara Reid, as I said, 13 points in the first half. Here she is with Isaiah Smiler.
Today, great first half from you guys. The ball's moving around and looking really good. Are you guys liking what you're seeing out on the floor?
Yeah, I'm liking more on the defensive side. I think, we're stopping them from getting their shots up. We do need to do better at box outs, but offense, we still need to, get used to playing with each other and get the flow going a bit better.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good out there, so all the best for the second.
Thank you.
And I'll bring in Lauren, who's just joining me now. Lauren, tough first half for the girls. What's going wrong?
I think just not playing our game. We're not getting into a flow. We're coming across a really experienced team, so we knew it was going to be tough to get our usual looks that we go against the five, but I think we just need to come together and play our game. They're controlling the pace and what we do, so we're just going to make that adjustment.
Awesome, mate. All the best for the second half.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Isaiah. So half-time here, Kahu lead by 21. On the other side of the break, we'll have a look at the TAB stats. Wednesday night hoops in the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Hope you're enjoying it. Huge week of basketball coming up. We'll tell you more about that as well on the other side of the break. Back soon. Welcome back. Halftime in the Tauihi tonight. The Kahu lead the Pouakai 40-19. Earlier in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, it was the Pouakai taking down the Kahu in a very entertaining game. Great to see our young fans getting along. Lots of basketball coming up this week. Some big games as well. Right now, though, let's have a look at the stats with thanks to the TAB.
And Tarari is the story for the Kahu. Smashing it on the offensive side of things. The shot's looking great. The drive's looking great. And then Panina Davidson cleaning up the boards really well. 11 boards already. Not getting her shot to fall quite as much as she'd like, but cleaning the boards up is the 1% thing that nobody likes to do, but every team needs. And a couple of blocks from Davidson as well has deterred some of the Pouakai players from driving in. And against that tall timber, I don't blame them.
She might be the leading shot blocker this season, I think. I think that's what we'll be talking about at the end of the Tauihi season. She'll be right up there, no doubt. Some other stats with thanks to the TAB, the Pouakai, they'll be talking about this right now in the change room, shooting at just 23%. They're losing the rebounds 27-20. And the Kahu have got to the TAB stripe 16 times, have made 12. The Pouakai yet to get to the TAB once.
And that's just a testament to the defense that the Kahu are putting on tonight. They are long, they are strong, and they are physical. And it's deterring the Pouakai from going inside. But I really would like to see them turn that around in the second half. Try to get a couple of the Kahu in foul trouble. I know they have 6 fouls, but take your chance. Go against them. Make them foul you. Use your speed. Use your agility. Get around them.
Panina Davidson is ready for the second half. Hope you are as well. It's a massive week of basketball up in Auckland. Some big, big games coming your way over the next 4 nights, and we're going to tell you all about it on the other side of the break. Don't go away. Welcome back to Pukekohe. Second half not too far away. The Pouakai with some work to do. Round 2 underway in the Tauihi. Huge week, of course, for basketball fans, especially for those in and around Auckland and travelling to Auckland. The Sal's NBL Final 6 tips off tomorrow night. Rams and Hawks from 6:30 p.m. local time here in New Zealand. The Bulls and the Saints straight after that game at 8:30. Two teams going home. Simple as that. They're the eliminators. You win, you're through to the semis. You lose, you're out. Friday night, Tuatara, top of the ladder this season after the regular rounds. They will play the lowest seeded winner from Thursday night. Saturday night, semi-final number 2, the Nuggets will play the highest seeded winner. I hope I'm not losing you on this, Kaysen.
You lost me when you started with the Hawks and Rams.
The most important thing is on Sunday, the 2 winners from the semi-finals will play off for the 2023 championship. And prior to that game, the Rapid League and Tauihi contest between the Kahu and the Queen. So there's just a smorgasbord of hoops coming your way.
Well, you talk about the amount of minutes that you can play in the Rapid League and then again in the Tauihi. What do you think about the final 6 for the Sal's? Do you think it's advantageous to have that play-in game, or do you think it's advantageous to have a bye?
Yeah, well, last season, of course, the teams that finished first and second and went through to the semi-finals lost. The Airs and the Giants. The Nuggets had to do it the hard way, 3 games in 4 nights, and they took it out.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think you get your groove, you play, get your feet wet, and then there's no pressure because you've already made it past the first round. You've already made top 6, you make it past that first round, and then the rest is just icing on the cake. Anything
can happen. Looking forward to it. Back underway, second half here. The Kahu, strong opening half tonight. Tapia turns it over.
Those are the active hands that we wanted to see in the first half from the Pouakai. Great job by Sean.
Hippolyte to Leonard. Can she get something going? Rabati. Tapia all over Leonard at the moment. Rabati goes it alone, pulls up, puts it down. Just what the doctor ordered.
Great shot by Sean. I'm a little bit partial because, you know, I've played with her a bit, but I love it when she gets the ball inside and she actually shows her dominance because she has that ability to dominate. Just been a little bit shy in the first half. Hope to see her come alive here. Recently played with the 3x3 Tall Fern. Strong drive to the basket. Tara Reid. Just looked like for a moment that shoulder came down, but I like the call here. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Receiving from Thomas. I don't mind that. I don't mind that contact, but, you know, she did initiate it, and Leonard obviously bounced off of it. But that's just Tara. That's her game. She's so good at it, and she's crafted it. And she's going to find herself at the TAB a lot this season. There's the offer from the TAB. T's and C's apply. R18 and bet responsibly. Kahu respond with a couple of points of their own. Early in the third here, McGoldrick left it behind. Look at the Kahu get after it. And have they got it back? They have. And the reason their offense is so great, if you see here, I don't know if you're going to see it in your screen, but Crystal is completely shutting off Lauren Hippolyte. She's not even letting her sniff the ball, which is the kind of defense that Lauren's showing right here. This is the kind of defense the Pouakai need to show back. Get intense, get in their grill, you know. Try to force a turnover. But again, great defense by the Kahu. Well, the guards tonight for the Pouakai. Hippolyte 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. And Kennedy Leonard 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. So the defense of Tapia and Ledger Walker good. What about the shooting of Amari Thomas? Amari Thomas. She can shoot it. She can drive it. Oh, she's just a weapon. 13 points for her tonight. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Williams picks up the dribble. She was active in Rapid League tonight. Hippolyte for 3, doesn't go down. Looked great, actually. She's got such a quick release. I know it's something that she's probably been working on, and it has improved heaps. But there's again, Tara Reid should have just shot that one. Created it all, didn't she? Spinning, footwork, fantastic stuff, Penina Davidson. How good is it to have Penina
back playing in New Zealand. This time last week she was training and playing in Cairns. Hippolyte with the three.
There's the three ball. All right, Pouakai starting to come alive a little bit, but again, you've got the likes of Penina Davison back on this side of things. It's a tough ask for any opponent.
Do you think Penina's noticed the weather difference, the climate difference between Cairns last week and Auckland this week?
I think this gym is colder than it is outside. I'm shivering right now. They got the AC on in the middle of winter.
Well, it just shows you the life of a pro basketballer. She was playing in Cairns on Friday night.
That's so wild. I love it, though.
Here she is in Pukekohe. No palm trees here, let me tell you. Crystal Ledger-Walker for three.
That was just such an effortless shot. Talk about a quick release. She caught that ball high and released it straight away. Beautiful shot from Crystal.
5 points in the game for her tonight. Her defense has been top-notch.
Oh, look at her. She's just not allowing the guards to sniff the ball.
Ripping and going. McGoldrick on Davidson gets it back. Second effort on the turnaround. That won't go down. Rabadi battling for it with Thomas. The Pouakai hold possession. Down by 26.
I know Sean and Ez are really great at those turnaround shots, but I'd like to see them take one more step in and get that strong finish. Don't fade away from the contact, because that's exactly what the Kahu are doing to them. You've got to answer right back with that bodily contact. And Lauren Hippolyte with another quick three. And there's that quick release again. Get her the ball and get her shooting. Try to condense this lead a little bit more.
Great setup, wasn't it? Rabadi setting the baseline screen for Lauren Hippolyte.
And that's something that's not talked about a lot about Sean. She's really great at facilitating on offense, and good defense there by Ezra. Again, I like that matchup with her and Tara, because Ezra's a great shot blocker, and I think there's a bit of confusion on who that ball came off on. Oh, it looked like Penina over the top of Sean.
And it has been corrected. In fact, I take that back.
It was not corrected.
It was not corrected.
Maybe we don't have the bird's eye view here. Can't see that well.
So the Kahu hold possession here. Tapia. Got an interesting stat on Talia Tapia in a moment. Good block. Here come the Pouakai. Leonard, corner, receives. Can't deliver. Talia Tapia, who at the moment has 9 points in the game. If she can get to 21 tonight, she becomes the first player in Tauihi to reach 300 points.
I expect nothing less from the inaugural MVP of the Tauihi League, so well done for Tapia if she can make it tonight.
Now, I know we might have some people watching around the world and here in New Zealand that may think 300 points isn't much. We're currently in round 2 of season number 2.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Here's McGoldrick for three.
Oh, what a shot from Ezra. Again, showing her versatility. She can go in, she can go out. What a shot for the Pouakai.
6 in the game now. And they're just keeping this margin at 20. Reed.
Oh, good hands.
Leonard nearly affected a steal. Thomas inside. Stepping around on the right. Can't get it to go.
That's the shot you wanted to take. Push her out, let her shoot that fadeaway shot. Don't let her back you down. Beautifully done on defense.
Hippolyte, another triple, maybe, yes!
What a shot. 3 for 3 for Lauren Hippolyte in this quarter. Look out.
What I like about this, Kaysen, is this has forced the Kahu into calling a timeout and having a chat. Lauren Hippolyte on the replay, draining another 3. She moves to 14, 4 of 8 from downtown tonight, and importantly, 3 of those have come over the opening half of this third quarter.
Well, she talked about it in her interview at halftime, that the Kahu's defense was preventing them from getting the looks that they were used to getting against the Phi. But again, they have come out in this second half, and it looks like they're getting exactly those shots that they want to get. They're being a lot more aggressive on the drive, and they're getting those quick kickouts and quick three-point shots, which is exactly what they need at this stage. They're still down by 17, but things are looking much better than they were in the first half.
14-10 run so far in this third quarter for the Pouakai. Some of the other players still to come. We talked about Tess Madgen. She'll be joining the Kahu shortly, the captain of the Australian Opals, no less. Stella Beck, of course, will be back in the next week or so, or a couple of weeks, for the Tokomanawa Queens. Captain of the team, of course. Has missed the start of the season. And the Pouakai with some big guns to come next week in Natasha Mack and Jasmine Dickey, two WNBA players. Looking forward to welcoming them to New Zealand. Back underway. Reid on the move.
I'm liking the pressure by the Pouakai at the moment. Getting their hands up, more active on defense. Great defense by, just unfortunate for Sean, but great initial block, but amazing job by Amari Thomas to stick with it, not get discouraged from that block, which I'm sure she's used to when she's only 5'10" and probably goes up against the likes of a lot. And then Lauren Hippolyte took
just gone
quite
down
a tumble.
Yeah, with her right ankle, I think. Took a bit of a twist. Thomas moves to 15 points, by the way. You'll see it here on replay, and there's the ankle going over. I hate to see that.
That's never a good feeling. I'd rather the ankle than the knee, though, so she can come back from that.
She hobbles to the sideline.
Oh, that's a big loss for the Pouakai, but a great fill-in with Kendall, who can also light it up from 3.
Just trying to walk it off there before sitting down Lauren Hippolyte. So she's out of action right now, and you would think, looking at that GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, she might be done for the night. That ankle rolling over. Not what the Pouakai needed, especially with the third quarter that she was having. Davidson, hard to the basket. That is just tough, physical stuff.
Man. Shawnee needs to gain a little bit more weight, a little bit more muscle to try to take down the likes of Penina Davidson. Look at that pure strength, and obviously a heap of experience.
Anyone who sits at home on the couch, watching on the TV screen, and just wonders how physical Tauihi is, that was a great example.
Yeah, I mean, props to Sean for guarding her, but that is someone I would not stand a chance at guarding.
Corner 3 goes down from a Goldrick. I mentioned before that there's pretty hot word at the moment that she's been looked at seriously by some international teams at the moment. I think we're going to hear some more news on that very, very soon. She's on the rise, Ezra McGoldrick. Here's Davidson. Look at the footwork. McGoldrick rebound.
And a costly turnover for the Pouakai. Again, they need to prize every possession and not throw the ball away carelessly. That one just a bit of a miscommunication, but it gives the Kahu another chance to extend the lead.
Ledger Walker, so confident with ball in hand, goes it alone. That shot comes up short. Davidson keeps it in, though. Maybe a chance to go back to the basket for Crystal Ledger Walker, draws the foul.
I think you just let her shoot that one because she was a little off balance, but then Kendall just gave her a little bump at the end. That shot was nowhere near going in. You'll see here on the replay. Oh, I guess Crystal did a great job stepping into it. Yeah, very crafty. I mean, she never has to look at the ball. She knows where it is. It's on a string. And that's just a testament to how much time she's put into this game.
And how good is it for this Kahu team to have 3 tall ferns who have just played at the Asia Cup. Took down Korea, of course, ranked 12 in the world. And you have those 3 just slotting in nicely to play here in Tauihi. Of course, talking about Penina Davidson, Tara Reid, and Crystal Ledger Walker. Not a bad trio.
Yeah,
handy.
Not bad. It's pretty handy to have 3 tall ferns playing together.
A couple of coaches, as we saw a minute ago as well, part of the Tall Ferns coaching squad. Leanne Walker and Jodie Cameron. Tara Reid called for the foul there.
Not happy with that, but Sean is really great at getting herself open. You see, Tara probably wanted her to get the wraparound call there, but Sean is really crafty at getting herself open and weaving her way behind the defense, and she uses her elbows and arms really well. And I'd like to see a lot more of that from her.
Williams on the drive. Leonard now for 3. Hasn't been her night. Hedemeier cleans it up.
That was an assist. Great finish there from Hedemeier.
Well, she's pretty good with the assist, Kennedy Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
All-time assists leader at the University of Colorado, 664.
Halfway decent, you know, 664. That's more than some people's point averages in college.
Absolutely. There's Reed putting it down low to Davidson, was looking back for Reed. Look who chips in to a hitty. Hot hands looking out for Thomas.
Yeah. And that's something about Eliana. She needs to be a little bit more selfish. She's always looking to dish the ball, and she's great at that. But as she steps up into this league, I'd like to see her take control and shoot a little bit more. Oh, with the little swoop up and under finish. Just a little bit short, and look who's off to the races. No one stepping in her way. Tara Reed, excellent job going coast to coast.
I'm a little bit surprised that the Pouakai so far in this game. I mentioned Kavanagh Lenny earlier on as Leonard draws the foul. Played in the Rapid League game earlier, just 17 years of age. Recently at the NBA Academy in Atlanta just a couple of weeks ago. Kavanagh Lenny earlier tonight played all 16 minutes in the Rapid League game, did not step off the court, had 12 points, shooting at 55%, 4 rebounds and a couple of steals. We haven't seen her in action in this Tauihi game so far. I'd like to see her out there right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this stage of the game, you're down 19. Why not? Let her get out there, see if she can get hot. And if not, you can always pull her back out. But again, this is how you grow the game. You've got to throw them out there, give them the chance against this extremely experienced Kahu squad.
And she showed some good signs, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I loved her explosiveness.
Here's Ledger Walker to the corner. Thomas again, they move the ball well. Tueti couldn't score. Whitaker, big rebound. That'll count as a jump in possession back to the Kahu.
Really had a fight for that one. Great job by Crystal. Just being a pest underneath, sticking with it. Look at that. Had to fight her off just to keep possession. But again, the Kahu get it right back. Still with a 19-point lead. Speaking of youngsters, Lauren Whitaker there. Pouakai number 21, just 17 years of age. Under 19 Nationals MVP this year. So she's another star on the rise. Reed with the miss. They come forward, the Pouakai. Williams pulls it up. Leonard sets deep on the three. Whitaker, offensive rebound. They go again. Williams inside. Here's Whitaker, the youngster. Big step to the basket. Doesn't get the drop. Will get it back. Third time lucky. Haramaya. Oh, what a shot. I love that action from Lauren Whitaker. Using her body extremely well against the more experienced Penina Davidson, but obviously not showing her age. What a shot from Kendall Haramaya. Again, another person that can knock down a three-pointer for this Pouakai team. Has 12 in the game tonight, Kendall Haramaya, formerly of the Phi. Ledger Walker inside. Davison swings it to Reed, who is immediately on the move and drawing the foul. Look, her first step is undeniably quick, and she is not scared of contact. You know, we talked about her doing track and field. She looks like she could have done a little bit of rugby as well. She does not shy away from the contact. You see that first step straight into the defense, and Kennedy Leonard had no chance to get out of the way. As soon as she gets onto her left on that drive, deadly. Absolutely deadly. Tara Reed, 27 points, career high in Tauihi last week against the Hoiho. That nearly dropped. And she has been up and about again tonight. Leading scorer on the floor right now. Kahu holding this 17-point margin, heading down towards three-quarter time. Leonard, Williams for three. Oh, great job by Kendall to stick with it. Just got stuffed by the backboard, unfortunately. She's sneaky under there. She's there to clean up those missed shots. Late shot here, Kahu. Davidson's going to take it. No further points added. So at three-quarter time, the Pouakai win the third quarter. Some good signs, some better signs for them. But they've still got 17 to make up. The Kahu seemingly on their way
to their first victory of season 2023. Back after the break. Quarter to play here tonight in Pouakai. Kahu lead this one by 17 over the Pouakai. Justin Nelson, Kaysen Bookman with you. The TAB stats, what are they telling us after 3 quarters tonight, Kaysen?
Well, after that last quarter, the Pouakai got hot from the three-point line, but overall, it's just been a dominant game by the Kahu, starting on the defensive side of things. And that lady right there cleaning up the boards. Shot's not going quite like she'd want, but she is doing a great job in all other aspects. And again, Tara Reid doing a phenomenal job driving in and finding herself at the TAB. It's just an exciting, exciting women's game of basketball.
Got some injury updates for you in a moment. Leonard here. Look who's back on the floor.
Oh, just like she never left.
That's one of the injury updates. Lauren Hippolyte has returned from that ankle injury. We thought she was done for the night. She drains another triple to open up this last quarter. So that is one half of the medical report. The other half concerns the Kahu. You'll notice that, big triple there.
What a shot from Rihanna.
Good to see her on the floor as well.
Oh, absolutely.
She lit it up earlier in the Rapid League game. Rangi with a big triple for the Kahu. The other injury concern, there's Rangi getting after it again. Nearly got it back for the Kahu. Hippolyte has already hit a triple. Can she add another two? She can.
And they missed her for the few minutes that she was out of the game, and comes right back in and makes a statement, makes herself known. She is a fierce competitor.
Every time I come to talk about the Kahu injury concern, someone hits a basket. Thomas, deep two. Talia Tapai is not on the floor at the moment. We believe she's either had or still has, great drive, Kennedy Leonard, has ice on her shoulder. Currently wearing her long sleeve jacket on the sidelines on the bench, and she looks like she's done for the night. So that's a big blow for the Kahu.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, they've got a stacked lineup to fill her spot. And look at this, Panina Davison again struggling to find the bottom of the net, but doing a great job using her body, pushing those defenders down.
She has had some shoulder issues in the past, Talia Tapai. You'll notice when she plays, she's usually got one of her shoulders heavily strapped.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I was always wondering.
But the report from the sideline, there she is right in the middle of the shot there with the long sleeve jacket on. The report is ice on that shoulder. So I don't think we're going to see Talia Tapia again tonight. The 300 points will need to wait.
Oh, what a move!
Oh, she created the space, didn't she? Lauren Whitaker. What a nice move from the young 17-year-old.
She is playing like someone who's played in this league for 2 years, I guess, a year and a bit.
Good to see, isn't it? And the margin at 13. Reed can't get it to go. Gets it back now from Thomas. They settle. Ledger Walker, shot clock at 7. She may go all the way here, and does.
Yeah, again, a nice drive to the basket. Not much of a challenge from Hippolyte, but a great recognition from Crystal.
Whitaker, can she do it from deep? Oh, so close.
But I like this energy crashing the boards. They need to do that every single possession. Send one person back, everybody else crash the boards.
Tara Reid has been on fire tonight. Can't get that one to go. She has 18 in the game. Oh, all the way to the hoop. Kennedy Leonard.
Coast to coast. Love that from her. Little spitfire of energy.
8 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists tonight for Kennedy Leonard.
Has she come out of the game at all?
Oh, that's a very good question. She's been out for very minimal time.
Minimal time.
Shooting 2 of 12 tonight at the TAB now for the bonus. Puts that away. Moves to 9 in the game. She comes out of the game now.
Just as it's like I manifested it.
Has a seat. And she will go very close this season to dishing out the most assists in Tauihi. Already 8 tonight. She's an assist machine. Ledger Walker back to her left against Hippolyte.
Oh.
And that battle underneath tonight between McGoldrick and Davidson's been a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
Early time out.
Against anyone, to be honest. They're all taking their turns guarding her, which is not an easy task, and not one that many people would be up for. But again, the last few defensive rounds for the Pouakai have been great. They've limited the shots for the Kahu, and they've made the shots difficult. So they're doing a much better job than we saw in the first half.
Sal's Hoopheads, make sure you join us every week on Sky Sport. You made your Sal's Hoopheads debut.
I did. I was so nervous. It's a bit different from sitting at a basketball game.
A lot of fun, isn't it?
It is.
Make sure you join us every week on Sky Sport for Sal's Hoopheads. Been a lot more encouraging here from the Pouakai through the third quarter, and a good start to this last with a 12-7 run.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they needed. And it's the likes of Lauren Hippolyte coming back into the game, getting those quick shots in, and you know when she's off the court, the Pouakai are missing her. So having her back on, hopefully injury-free, hopefully that ankle's not bothering her too much. It's a great sign for the Pouakai.
Career high points tonight for Lauren Hippolyte. How good she been in the second half? 19 points in the game.
How many of those in the second half is what I would like to know.
Fair few.
Yeah, I think the majority of them.
I think 14 of them have come in the second half. So congratulations to her with a career high in Tauihi. And this one is far from done. Long way to go. Thomas down low. McGoldrick.
Oh.
Excellent work, Amari Thomas.
Yeah, there's not much else you can do on that. That's a beautiful move from Amari Thomas. Solid D from Ezra, but it just wasn't good enough for the likes of Amari.
She also has 19 points, and it just feels like a quite 19, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does. She's just chipping away at it.
There's Leonard over the top of Udaseki. A rebound now for Thomas. She's got 8 of those. I like this from Ledger Walker, just slowing it down, directing traffic. Goes back to Thomas. Likes this matchup. Leonard comes in. The help was good. The steal.
That was beautiful help from Leonard. She recognized Amari Thomas wasn't looking on her backside, and then came and swept it from behind.
Leonard now. Well, Rabati wanted it. And Rabati and Leonard were busy nodding to each other, and Ash Udaseki knew exactly what was going to happen.
She's really great at reading the passing lanes and jumping and interfering with those. We saw it a lot in the Rapid League, but again, showing it again tonight. And just in and out for Ezra. But like we were talking about, Ash is a phenomenal defensive player. And I just love to see her get more involved on the offensive side of things.
There's Ledger Walker. Little hesitation, now goes deep on the drive and may have drawn the foul. She has against McGoldrick. Looking at the fouls tonight, no one in real foul trouble. No one with more than 2 for the Kahu. And for the Pouakai, Samia, Rabadi, Leonard and Heremaya with 3 each. Some thought maybe the increase to 6 personal fouls that we have in Tauihi this season would see more fouls committed in round 1, and it's only early going. But I can tell you in round 1, Udaseki on the drive, compared to last year's round 1, the foul count per game was up by less than 1.
Well, they're just great defenders. Clean defense.
That's the answer I was looking for.
Clean basketball is what they're playing right now. I feel like getting over the mental block of knowing that you've got that extra foul, it's going to take a while, because most of these players are used to playing with 5. And thinking that you've got a spare one when you're used to playing conservatively when you're on 4 is a big adjustment to make, and a great turnaround jumper from Ezra there.
Not sure we're going to hear too many complaints from players knowing that they've got an extra foul.
Defense.
With the steal, McGoldrick. Hippolyte has recovered from that ankle injury. Corner 3, Rabadi doesn't drop.
And again, who's got the hot hand right now? Lauren Hippolyte. Get her the ball. Let her shoot it from 3.
They're 1 shot away from getting this into single digits. Hard to believe.
Oh,
that will make it harder though. Timeout called by Josh Thompson, coach of the Pouakai. Here's the replay.
It's just a beautiful pass right over the top. Just enough elevation to get it over the long arms of Ezra McGoldrick. That is not an easy pass to make.
Nice seal inside by Amari Thomas. GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi highlights show every week. Tuesday nights on Sky Sport. All the best bits. And there's been plenty of those tonight. It's a bit of a shorter round in round 2, of course, for Tauihi, because the Sal's NBL Final 6 starts tomorrow. Just 1 more game to come in round 2. That'll be played on Sunday afternoon at Trust Arena. Local time, Rapid League tip-off from 1, Tauihi tip-off from 2. It'll be the Kahu up against the Queens. Those games leading in to the decider, the 2023 Sal's NBL Grand Final. Huge afternoon and night of basketball at Trust Arena this Sunday.
I mean, you get how many games for the price of 1 ticket? Nowhere else in the world could you get that many games of basketball, unless it was a free, tournament that you can go and watch. But this is a lot of bang for your buck.
Tell you what, I'm loving the action from the kids tonight.
Yeah.
Out here on a Wednesday evening at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. 4 minutes 12 to go, margin at 14. Second half has been much better from the Pouakai. The Kahu just holding firm at the moment. Here's McGoldrick. 11 points, 11 rebounds for her. Another double-double. Heremaya. Reed with the rebound leaning in. Commits the foul.
I like that. I like that from Heremaya. She's doing to Reed what Reed's been doing to them the whole night.
I'm going to the TAB there. I don't like the call coming in off the baseline. She was only going in one direction, straight to the basket.
But it was early. I don't know what they called 20 years ago, but nowadays they usually call it in real time. They don't get the what do you call it? The forward play, I guess you'd call it.
Jeez, you're not too kind to the seniors around here in the commentary box tonight. Heremaya back of the iron, deep 3 that was, wasn't it?
Somehow Lauren managed to pass the ball to herself after letting it bounce 6 times. It was great offense.
Here's Reed. Watch her if she goes back to the left here. She won't. She'll put it in for Davidson. Undecided. Sends it out to Ledger Walker. Uses the screen of Davidson. Can't put down the deep 2. Heremaya.
Pass!
Oh, it was bang on target. It's a Hippolyte. Just too hard to drag it in.
She got a little side spin on it. I'm sure that was a curveball. Couldn't tell from this angle, but I'm going to call it a curveball. It's a beautiful find.
Gee, the Pouakai medical team have done an extraordinary job on Lauren Hippolyte. She is moving so freely at the moment. She could add another 2 here. Holds it up and gives it off.
What a finish from Ezra McGoldrick to keep that ball high, take the contact, and get the finish. Hippolyte recognizes the mismatch and then gives it off to Ezra. Way to cut in from Ezra McGoldrick. Good find by Lauren Hippolyte. And just like that, we're within 12.
And they've been the leading scorers for the Pouakai tonight. Lauren Hippolyte with 19. Ezra McGoldrick moves to 14. It's at 11, 3 minutes to play. Got to get a stop. Ledger Walker now with some space.
Oh,
got the friendly roll.
Got it in. Again, seems to me was pretty unchallenged from the defense. You've got a few fouls. Make it more of a challenge. Go up with her. Don't give her such an easy layup.
Leonard inside. Great curl cut to the basket. Rabadi.
Good find.
They move it back out to Leonard again. Gee, they needed that, but they are going to get a third opportunity. Rabadi. Leonard runs past. Rabadi goes it alone. Reed reaching around. No whistle, but the basket is good.
Great finish from Sean. Sean is so strong and does a great job backing down the defense, as you just saw there. Beautiful finish.
And we're at 11 again. Reed. Well, Udiseki's going to get pulled up there for the illegal screen. Just stuck the backside out.
The illegal bum screen is what we like to call it. Can't do that. Not in this league.
Here's the replay, and you'll see it here. Watch this. There you go. Kendall Adamaya just made to work a little bit harder.
I really like it, though. I like the effort.
Can they score here? Can they bring it down to single digits? And a foul off the ball there against Eliana Tauihi. The 23-year-old guard out of Auckland at Grammar School. Actually played for the Cook Islands national team as well.
Yeah, her basketball, she has been putting in work quietly in the background, and look where it's gotten her. So I'm super proud of her. I played with her a bit, so I'm a little bit partial to her, but I really love her game. She has grown so much.
She played some great minutes in the Rapid League game tonight. Leonard's hit both from the TAB, and guess what? Single-digit margin. Just 9 points the difference. The Kahu got out in this one by as much as 26.
Yeah, and look, they're 4 fouls away from the bonus, so don't be afraid to foul. Don't let them burn so much clock up. Try to foul early.
Get after it. Ledger Walker with the miss. Hippolyte, really important tap to possession. For McGoldrick with the hot pass. Rabadi on the move.
Can I just say that within the first 2 games, the difference of play from Sean and Ezra has been night and day. They just look like they're taking more of a leadership role and look a lot more confident than they did in
Can I add to
season 1.
that and say the difference in play between last season and this season?
Yes.
Players have come in far more prepared and knowing what's coming their way. Penina Davidson.
Dominant play. Penina Davidson showing her experience.
Had 2 players hanging off her then. Rabadi brings it out to McGoldrick. Now Leonard, can she create something? Gives it up to Tauihi. Great hands, wins it back for the Kahu. And now time on their side.
Yeah, a foul here, foul here. Don't let them burn so much clock. Get up, foul, 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 foul.
Reed on the drive, Hadamaya hands, it falls to Leonard. They've got to score, they've got to move. Quickly down the floor, numbers on their side. Hippolyte catches, shoots.
Oh, does that look good?
Well, she's had that sort of a night, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. Foul, you only have 30 seconds left.
5 triples tonight for Lauren Hippolyte. And they're just happy to let the Kahu burn this one out. Shot clock down to 6, to 5, to 4. Got to get a shot up. 12 seconds inside the game clock. Davidson inside, draws the foul and puts it down.
Yeah, just too easy there. I would have liked to seen You know, there was 30 seconds left. Go for it. Foul it. Try it. You got to keep trying, you know. Don't stop until the clock stops. But a great drive there by Penina.
Double-double for her tonight. 11 points, 14 rebounds. Made her Tall Ferns debut in 2013. Won a WNBL title, of course, with the Melbourne Boomers. University of California, Berkeley, 130 games in the States through her collegiate career. Dying seconds in this one. Margin to 14. Pouakai may get one last look. They do. In and out for Lauren Hippolyte. And that'll do us tonight in the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi. The Kahu opening home game for them of the season, although in a different stadium. They win by 14. Your thoughts, Kason Bookman?
Oh, that was just a dominant performance start to finish. The Pouakai had a little bit of a glimmer of a hope in the third quarter, but with the injury of Lauren Hippolyte going out of the game, Kahu were able to extend the lead a little bit more, just enough to keep it out of reach for the Pouakai.
Good win for the team in blue. One injury concern to come out of it. And potentially it's a big one. We're not sure if it's just precautionary or whether it's something more serious. But Talia Tupaia, something wrong with that shoulder, all iced up. She's about to walk past us in a moment. Hopefully it's not a major concern for the Kahu, the 2022 MVP of Tauihi.
Was it her shooting shoulder or her weak shoulder?
You can ask her. Mind you, the left shoulder is not doing any work here whatsoever.
True. Must be the offhand. I was going to say, you couldn't tell from the way her shots were going in tonight that her shooting arm would have been injured.
Well, let's catch up with a couple of the stars tonight from the BNZ Northern Kahu. Crystal Ledger-Walker and Penina Davidson involved in everything. Here they are with Isaiah Smiler.
Well, we're down here with Penina and Crystal. You guys are finally on the board. First win, must feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I bet. What was the best thing about tonight? I mean, obviously, first game in front of the home fans. First game back in the country for you, Penina. Yeah, what was the feeling like being back here?
It's always nice playing home. I really love it, so it's nice to be back.
I know I'm super cold, so you must be absolutely freezing.
Do I look cold?
Not right now, but... Awesome, and Crystal, the way the ball was moving around tonight, you guys must be happy with the looks you were getting and the way the ball was moving around tonight?
Yeah, 100%. Credit our ball movement to BNZ. No, just kidding. But shout out to BNZ for sponsoring us, and yeah, it felt good to play with a lot of tall ferns who we've been playing together, so that probably helped our ball movement and knowing each other.
Also, and the Queens this week, massive grand final rematch. How much are you guys looking forward to that one?
Yeah, we're pumped. Obviously, need to go back to the drawing board and look at our new game plan we were just focused on tonight. But yeah, super excited to get out and play the Queens.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, guys. All the best for Sunday.
Thanks, and come see us on Sunday.
There you go. Penina Davidson, Crystal Ledger-Walker. I love it, Kason, how they just turn the music up at the time we're about to do interviews and they're forced to shout at each other. Good win for the Kahu tonight. Here's the TAB stats.
Wow, and look, Amari Thomas had a very quiet, how many points did
21,
she have?
yeah.
21 points. It was subtle, but she did such a great job, just so steady. And again, Penina Davidson racking up a double-double, her first game back in New Zealand with 11 or 12 boards, or 14. How I can't read stats. How many boards is that? A lot. She had a lot.
Davidson?
Yep.
14 tonight.
14, okay. So yeah, and again, a lot of steals. The Kahu's defense was unbelievable tonight. And in the first half, they didn't let the Pouakai get the looks that they wanted, which was probably part of the game plan, because the Pouakai, when they get the looks that they want, they are deadly on offense. But again, the Kahu, they probably had too easy of looks in the first half, which got the lead to an unattainable point for the Pouakai.
Well, the Pouakai are back in action next Wednesday night at Cowles Stadium. It'll be a southern clash when they take on the southern Hoiho. Make sure you grab your tickets to that one, because 2 WNBA players on their way, and they will be with the Pouakai for that game next week, Natasha Mack and Jasmine Dickey. That's what's ahead. The Kahu and the Queens on Sunday at Trust's Arena. Rapid League at 1, Tauihi at 2. The Phi and the Queens next Wednesday night. I apologise, the Pouakai and the Hoiho play next Thursday night. If you turn up to
Get your
Cal's,
schedule right, man.
if you turn up to Cal's next Wednesday night, you might be there by yourself. Amari Thomas starred tonight, signing autographs for the fans. Hope you've enjoyed it. Kason Bookman, we'll see you on Sunday for the Kahu and the Queens. Next up, Sal's NBL Final 6 tips off tomorrow night. All the action live on Sky Sport from 6:30 p.m. We'll see you then.